the most valuable thing you might have in your life that you really don't pay attention to, especially when you're young, because you just feel you have an abundance of it. It's never ending. Time. And as you get older, you realize time becomes your currency. When you realize there's less runway up ahead than behind, you sometimes learn that too late. So I'm telling you people that you really have to be very, very, very stingy with your time. Don't waste it on people that aren't like-minded. Don't waste it doing things that you know are not part of your dream plan. Don't waste time being bitter, which I know I've been argumentative. I understand the meaning of hate, because in the end, it's just waste your most valuable asset, time. It's all about dreams, and by the way, dreams cost nothing. They're free. The hard part is just keeping them going, and please keep them going, because we're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream, I believed in the dream, and our dreams come true, and there's no reason every one of yours can't either. I had to teach myself early on, expect to fail. Expect it. Covet it, welcome it, it's going to happen, but it's not a permanent state. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. It dawned on me that we basically are in a movie from the time we're born. And then when you get to be around 18, 20, you're now the director of your movie, which is called life. And I ask you, knowing that if you were in a movie of your own making, would you be proud of the part you're playing? I certainly wasn't. And I took drastic steps to change all that. The point being, if you're producing this film called You, make it the way you want to make it. Even though we're on dry land, and so it appears, in reality, life is almost like living on water, which is a very, very strong force. And all water has a current. And that current will take you out to the ocean, where eventually you just get swallowed up by the sheer magnitude of everything. And once you're out there, you can't swim back. It just takes you where it wants to go, not where you want to go. And swimming against the current is really a metaphor for life. You have to struggle. It's a struggle to achieve one's goals, which is really difficult. It's hard. People tend to minimize, diminish the struggle that is just getting by in life. Quite often it's just easy to go with the current, but to be an individual, to feel as though you did your best in the game of life, you got to swim against the current. I see a lot of these motivational speakers telling you what you need to do and how you have to go out there and grab life and don't be afraid and go to the mountain. And when you get to that mountain, build another mountain and blah, blah, blah. You got all the answers. You're born with common sense. You may not believe it, but you have the answers. They're embedded in there. You know them. Just like all of a sudden, what? They gave them wisdom and not you? Come on. We all have it. I believe a lot of it is in our DNA. We're programmed to survive. Not just exist, to survive, prosper, go forward, blah, blah. You get it. So what I'm saying to you is this. A lot of these guys, women, have good ideas. They're very motivational. But motivate yourself, because you have the instincts, you have the knowledge. The lesson lies in learning, and by teaching you'll be taught. It's all there anyway, just needs to be thought out. Take those thoughts, they're embedded in your brain, that you already know the difference between right and wrong and how to succeed. How do you succeed? Perseverance. Just keep trying. It's not that hard, not that complicated. Sometimes the word quitting gets a bad rap. By that I mean, if you're on the wrong path, you're on the wrong trail, you're going after something and it's just not working, period. It's just not flowing naturally. And you've been at it for a while, you go, I quit. Good. I did. And it opened up 1,000 new doors for me. So sometimes quitting is necessary to find your proper place in the world. Quitting causes you to go in a different direction that you normally wouldn't have gone in, and where you thought, I could never succeed in this. And lo and behold, that door opens, and all of a sudden, destiny pulls you through. It happened to me. The fact that it happened to me is definite proof that it can happen to everybody. If you're true to yourself. Your problems are from the past. If you didn't get the attention you wanted in the first 5 years, being nurtured, you're going to have a problem for the rest of your life with nurturing and feeling secure. For example, I feel, and it's been proven, that nurturing and compassion and love and protection at a very early age, meaning when you're an infant, is more of a priority than food. And when you don't get that when you're young, you crave it your whole life. And quite often, it's also an incentive to do something with your life, to fill it up with some sense of accomplishment, or it's a release for anger, whatever it is. Quite often I have found that the most damaged people have been the most productive. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but people that are missing chunks in their heart, gaps in their soul, because they weren't given the love and attention when they're very young, that can't be compensated for. Those are holes. Those doors are shut. So it's up to you to lay the groundwork for your future, to not do what other people did to you. It's never perfect. I've come across some of the most miserable people that have everything except what is truly important, and that is peace of mind and going forward without fear. Fearlessness. It's not easy. Sometimes you have to lie to yourself. Oh, I'm not afraid. You're terrified. But sometimes lying is good. If that helps get you up those first 3 steps into the ring of life to face an indestructible opponent, so be it. Lie to yourself. Sometimes lying gets the ball going.